Hello. I haven't posted anything for a long time, but a new pack came out. I wanted to build with it, so here we are. Here I'm building with it. I'm gonna say, like, as a first thing, I not really sure if I like how this house turned out. Like, I do like it, but my priority was more in the using all of the Enchanted by Nature stuff, or most of it. It was more my priority as to make the house actually like functional. I didn't want to like mixing anything else, but I feel like once I start building with like that and other packs, I did use other packs in this one too, so you know, but more using this stuff like mixed in with other stuff, I might be maybe able to build something even nicer than this. But yeah, I thought I'd make a little pond. I don't usually make ponds like that, and I feel like with this pack, everyone's just making ponds. But it looks nice. It fits in the lot, and I'd have to landscape less because and figure out less stuff for the outside because it's filled with a pond. So it makes my life easier. And I didn't really go to build like a fairy house. Like it can be a fairy house, but I kind of just wanted to make it fit in the world. I hope. And I know, fairy can live there, human can live there. I don't know. I haven't played with the fairy things. I'm more excited about the like all the build stuff in this pack, and it's fine. And I don't usually do this complicated shape of houses. I guess this is not really not. It's still kind of something I would build, but with more like different stuff, like random bump outs, stuff like that. There is that part is gonna be a sunroom, which is like in all of my houses. It's a little bit different kind of sunroom, so is something I guess. And I made like a little dog to the pond. I first was thinking like as a maybe bridge of some sort, but that pond is so like big, and why would you have to get to the other side by a bridge? I don't know. Maybe it would have worked, maybe not. Made like it's 3-story house. Technically two, and then the top story is just like top floor is just like just a little. There is like the upper. Sorry, English is not my first language. The new table, and there is like the crystal table too on the upstairs, if I remember right. Just so there are some like skill items that I thought would fit with the back, and yeah, I made this like I just used a lot of blue and green. They just are nice colors. And I felt like they, fit to the vibe because I didn't want to go full on with like the pink and like all that. I still wanted to make this house kind of like more subtle. So like just light wood colors and just light, not so standing out colors in general, if that makes sense. I was kind of struggling with the windows. I feel like I would have wanted to like size in between the ones that I was trying on, so it would have filled the house nicely. But at least once I didn't go like all out the window. Sometimes I feel like I just like the house looks empty if I don't just fill it with windows, but then also then I don't have place for like bathroom or walls even inside the house. So I feel like it did end up working pretty well, so I'm not that disappointed with myself. I do like the new columns. I tried to put them like everywhere, but again, not fully sure if it works with this kind of house. This is something I do build a lot, or I enjoy building like kind of like cottage type of houses, but not really to like this extent. So I was well afraid of using all of the stuff. And I can say I took a lot of time, like literally half of this is just me trying to figure out like the outside of the house. And then when I get to furnishing in it, I'm just like put stuff on place. Yeah. Also, that butterfly window, I wanted to use it so many times because I think it's so cute, but it never fits anywhere. Like, where can you put that little butterfly? I don't know if it fits there, but it's cute, so I'm gonna make it work. Also, something that annoyed me, there is no glass roof. And in the fairy pack fairy pack, Enchanted by Nature pack. I am so sorry. That matches with that like glass wall that they gave us, even though for all of the other glass walls there is a matching roof. Not for that one. So I just made like a grass roof as like whatever else, throw plants in there. I do like the other roof texture now. I like the color, even though the color looks so different in all of the different lighting. So I wasn't so sure. I also wasn't so sure. Like I kind of just wanted to use all of the wallpapers in there, so I just tried to like mix a little bit of everything. And I think I ended up using 3 different ones, like those little shingles on the roof, and then the stone one. And then I did end up changing that to downstairs what is it, wall, to like the more, yeah, that one, the little like wood one. So I feel like that turned out pretty nice, even though I say it myself. And yeah, that's me trying to put some plants on the roof, but that didn't really, I think it turned out like it's just, you know, a little bit, not filled. I just wanted to test it out. I don't know, maybe it would work better if the roof wasn't like it is right now, but it's just a little something in there instead of having like a flower box in the window. I guess it works. And also with that stone flooring, I wanted to use it as a pathway, but I can see so well how it does stand out from the grass, so I just ended up using it and just like covering the edges with stones so you can see as clearly that the grass is like, it's not so out of place. I feel like I did a good job with the stones. I do like doing that, but I feel like, this feels weird to say, but we don't have enough different kind of stones. Like you have to actually like make some smaller, some bigger, so they look like it's not just the same stone all over again, which I guess could work for like a nicer house, but for this one, no, it doesn't work. Also, I really wanted to use a lot of like the ivy and then those like lights with the little flowers on them, but I couldn't really figure out how. Like I don't think I'm like pretty good at this. I don't know. I also don't really like any of the water textures. Like I didn't want the water to seem like dirty. Like I just wanted to be like a clean, pretty pond, but then it's like I feel like they all look a little like dirty to me, but maybe it's fine. Like that's just, you know, natural water. So I just went all out of it and added that I don't know, like the little green things and a lot of like it's not lilies, right? Like water lilies, whatever it's called. Finnish is slumme, I know that, so I'm sorry. I also wanted to use that little pond object, but I couldn't get it fit anywhere, so maybe I'll just use it another time, maybe on a lot that doesn't have a pond. Maybe it's just like actually like a fountain. I'm not fully sure how it's supposed to be used. And I did use a lot of like the new like debug landscaping, because I feel like that did fit in the world better maybe than just the base game stuff. So I just tried to put a lot of stuff. I could have put in even more. I feel like the back is literally empty. Like just don't look the lot from like the back. Just look at the front and it's pretty. I think so. Also, I thought like there's like a couple of swans and then fireflies in the pond just to make it more like lived in looking. Is yeah. I took my time scrolling through the debug, I can tell you that, but I even cut something out from this, you don't see all of it. But I did manage to find like a few trees, and then I just started filling it in with some bushes and flowers. I had no clue what I was doing in here, I just tried to make it not look empty, I guess. I also like those new mushrooms. I like they do fit in this world. I don't know if you can actually use them in any other build, because like they are those like shiny blue green. I mean, there is like the red swatch, but even that is like, I did size them down. Maybe I could have tried to use them actually bigger. I don't know, but that's how it went, and I feel like turned out pretty nice, I'd say. Also, my cat is staring at me right now. I'm yapping to myself and she's trying to sleep, and you know, poor one. Yeah, I feel like this landscaping was like a lot of just like trial and error. Like I did manage to do it pretty fast. Like I don't think I'm very good at doing stuff. I feel like my lots always end up just like looking empty, if that makes sense. So, but I also don't want to just throw everything in there because then it just looks messy. I don't know. It's difficult. I'm trying my best. So I just tried to pick like a color, like a blue, and would just like put in a lot of like the blue and maybe like some red and pink for like an accent color. And well, maybe it's fine. I don't know. I also just realized that I've been using a wrong microphone this whole time, so I am so sorry. I was using my headset mic, even though I do have an actual microphone. Uh, I just went through everything that I was speaking. It is bad. You can hear it like rubbing to my shirt. Uh, but I am not gonna re-record all of this, so I am sorry about it. You're just gonna have to deal with it. Anyways, I did try to add this little chimney too, because I do have a fireplace that's nowhere near the fireplace. But maybe that's something to the house, because I just wanted it to have like a lot. I feel like I've been saying this a lot of ways, but I even was thinking on adding another like dormer kind of thing, but then I wasn't sure like how to add it properly, so I just added that, and maybe that's something to the house. Maybe you don't even notice it. I don't know. I noticed it because I put it there. And then with the floor plan, I didn't struggle with it that much. I would have hoped that I could have made this like actual 2 or even 3 bedroom house, but it did not work out how I wanted it to. I was struggling a lot with the staircase placement because I did want the staircase upstairs too, but there was like just a little hallway where I have to fit the staircase. So I just ended up putting the staircase like to a little corner and just continuing it upstairs from the same spot. So I think that upstairs split pretty nicely, just to like a craft room, I guess, and then a little bathroom so you don't have to walk down in the middle. And yeah, I split the like I guess second floor, technically upstairs, to like 3 rooms. One of them is a bathroom, and one of them is like the master bedroom, and then one is like a toddler room for like twins. And I feel like I wanted to make it like maybe like a toddler room, and I would have wanted to have room for like a teenager maybe. But I just couldn't fit, like that small room wouldn't have been like, I guess I could have fit a bed in there, but then it felt weird because the master bedroom is like so massive. But I couldn't really figure out how to split that because you couldn't just get like a door into it because of the staircase. But you can always have everything. Obviously, if I would actually play in this house and the toddlers would grow up, I would have to have 2 kids in that one little room, and they literally can only have beds and nothing else. I try to use the new wallpapers a lot too. I really like the one with like the magical forest vibe. Like I'd have that if I had like an office. I'd buy wallpaper like that. I don't know if I would. I like the one from Life and Death, like the with the ravens and the moons. But I do like it. I would have liked to use it more, but then also like, where are you gonna use it? Like it would feel maybe a little weird to put it to the whole house. Maybe if this was even like a more extra the house. Also, I hate that there is not like a flooring that matches like the stone. There is the flooring that I used as like the pathway to the house, but I would like just like a stone like that, so I could, because I wanted to use that like in the bathroom walls and maybe even, and also like this kitchen wall. And I would like to have a floor that is also stone, but you can have it all, I guess. I also really feel like cottage living really works with this. Like the swatches don't really match, but like they match enough that I can work with it. So I feel like that's good. And I was actually figuring the kitchen layout a lot because I kind of wanted to have it like fill out more space. Like I tried to have the island there, so it would be like not so empty, and they would have like more space to cook. Maybe it's just me who likes to have like nice kitchens. Like that's, if I ever buy a house, that's gonna be like my priority or one of the priorities. Yeah, it's just tried to use. It's not like I had to think a lot about like what furniture to use because I wanted to use the new stuff, like the Enchanted by Nature stuff. I was just figuring out like where to put it and how to not make this look empty because there is not, I guess, that much to fill in with. Is that proper English? I don't know. I do really like the new fireplace though. Especially this watch, I think it's really cute. I don't know in how many houses it actually does working because it's like that mossy thing, so I don't know if you'd want like moss in your like normal house. Something I also didn't like that all of the like blue swatches had pink too, which I was fine with in like the couch and stuff. But I didn't want to use that in a lot of times. Like for example, the fireplace, if I remember correctly, was like really pink, and like I wanted blue, not pink. Nothing wrong with the pink, but I just wanted to use blue in this build. But I feel like then there was another swatch that worked pretty well because I had chosen that like blue and light wood color scheme, so luckily those watches did match that. Oh no, I'm forgetting how to talk. Also, I do really like this new like wardrobe item that I used in the entrance hallway, whatever. I also like the bookshelf, but I feel like I would need like medium wall height instead of short for this one. I did manage to fit it in there. It's kind of clipping on the top floor, but I did my best to try to cover it up. And then I just tried to fill it in with stuff, which again I feel like there is not enough like clutter. That, you know, I ended up using like same items a lot, but I don't know, maybe it's fine. It doesn't really seem like repetitive. But and I guess like not everything does have to be filled with clutter. So I just like to put a lot of stuff everywhere just so the house doesn't look empty, but not like it's not like everyone's house is filled with stuff like mine is, so again, maybe it's fine. I did like I used to like leafy round light in the kitchen, and I really like that with the colors work, and like it has the leaves, so it works with the like nature theme. Again, cottage living with the rock, I really think that did work out in there really well. And again, I just wanted to use like the lights on those like flowery branches everywhere, but I would have actually liked to have a lot more of it somewhere, maybe build like a little thing, but I have to like test it out a little more. I think figure it out how it works, kinda. And I tried to fill the counters some ways, but I feel like again this is not even like stuff that works with this bag. I just need more stuff to put on kitchen counters because we have a lot, but it's a lot of like it's just like we have a lot of different types of knife blocks. Well, I'm not gonna put like 3 knife blocks. You don't need that many knives, or I don't know, maybe you do. I don't. I own like 2 kitchen knives plus a bread knife, actually. Finally, it's been like a couple of months since we bought one. We've been, yeah, I do really like the desk though. I like that color on it, and I like all the desks that have like shelving on top, so I can actually put stuff on the desk without the desk being too full, I guess, and I can actually use the slots on the desk instead of having to like alt place a lot of stuff and then end up filling it like too full. So I feel like that worked out pretty well, and I also like that I got some use out of the like, I guess, entrance to the pack, because I had no idea at first how to fill that space up, because I put my living room area like kinda in the middle, which was I don't know if it was a good idea, but also there wasn't enough space in the back. I was actually thinking that one day I'm gonna try to build a house room by room, so I can actually make the rooms based on what fits there, because I'm so bad at figuring out, like, I'm like, yeah, this is a good sized living room, and then I start placing stuff, I'm like, this does not fit living room stuff, or this is way too big for living room stuff, like I'll put 3 couches and it still looks empty. Also, I got to stare. There was a thing called that had cactus in the name, and I just stared it for a little bit because I was like, cactus, but also this doesn't look like cactus. I did actually not put a single cactus in this house, if I remember right, so I'm pretty proud of myself actually. Nor did I put a baby Yoda. That's something I always had in my builds. And now I feel like I have to go in and add one, because if the baby Yoda fits somewhere, it's gonna fit here. I did also just try to fill up that like entrance space, so I just added it like a chest table. I was first thinking about the games table, but I don't know, because I every time I add the games table, I want to add 4 chairs and that wouldn't have fit, so I just didn't. The outside like patio space, it kind of looks empty, but I kind of tried to also not fill it that much. Like, I think I like it the way it is, like just a grill, just a little spot to chill in. I used way too much of that mossy rock, but I do like it, especially in here. It just fits, especially when you put like 2 together like that. I feel like it's really nice. I also really liked or tried to use that like arch thingy, because I just thought it would have been nice as like a gate item. I know it's actually like a wedding arch, but I feel like it would work as like just like an entrance when you walk into somewhere, but it didn't in this one. I did manage to add a swing set though. I don't know if you can actually use that, because I feel like you would just like bonk your back to the wall when you're trying to swing too much, but that's not really my problem now, is it? Also, I really wanted to use that table. I did use it, but the slots on it are like the smallest one, so again, was trying to like struggling to find decor. I feel like now that I'm looking at it, I didn't really have to find anything on that bottom shelf. I could have just used it empty. But then I just wanted to add like a lot of plants. I love putting like loads of plants on my builds, but especially on this one, I feel like this needed a lot of plants, which actually I didn't put that many considering that. Like, I put just a normal amount, but like for me, a normal amount. I don't know how much plants people usually put. And there you can see the bookshelf clipping. I tried to move it a little bit and it still clips a little bit from the shower, but just ignore it. And it's gonna be fine. I also love the new mirror. So I did use actually both of them. I feel like on this bathroom I would have liked a bigger mirror, like one of those like 2 or 3 tile walls, like a wide mirror, especially because the counter space is so wide. But I did like that mirror and I couldn't figure out any other way to use it, so I just used it there and just got over it. I just tried to add, again, just a little bit of clutter in the bathroom, but not too much. I don't know, I feel like I could have used more. I guess I just have I have so much stuff. Not even like stuff that I need, but just like old hair dye boxes that I have like a shelf of. So I just like want that kind of items for The Sims, but yeah, can't have it all, I guess. Also, I really do love the new bed. Like, it's nice colors. I want more like pastel colors like that to do The Sims, which is funny because that's not my taste in furniture in real life. But, or maybe it is combined with some black. But in Sims, I love building with like more that like pastel stuff. But I feel like a lot of the pastel stuff in Sims then has like weird shapes. Like I just, or then it's just like no shapes at all. I just want something more casual, but also kinda something happening, if that makes sense. I am not fully sure what I'm talking about anymore. I don't usually talk this long in a row, even though I do stream, by the way. A little self-promotion here. Once in a while, but I don't have to yap the way I'm yapping right now. But I'm enjoying testing this out, but I can tell you that I'm struggling to know what to talk about. Oh, I would have a lot to talk about, but like what to talk about the build. I did use the nature press. I feel like, I don't know, that was pretty. I don't know if it would actually go on the bedroom desk like that, but there it is. Also, I do like that rock kind of like, it's not the same color, maybe exactly, but it works well. Moving on to the toddler bedroom, and yes, 2 toddlers in this small room. Like I said beforehand, when these toddlers age up to kids, they're gonna have nothing in this room because there is no space for the bed. I'm kind of happy about that little nook. When I first built that bedroom, or that room, and I was like, how am I ever gonna make this room work? Like, it's so weird shape. But that nook was right, this like just the right size for the little bookshelf. So I got the chance to use that too. So everything's fine, I guess. And also, it was difficult to figure out art for this kids room, because usually I would just put like all the kids stuff, like the void critter decals, all of that, but I feel like it just didn't fit the vibe, which I guess with kids rooms, I guess it really doesn't have to fit the vibe, but I wanted it to. So, but you know, I feel like it was small enough room that I didn't have to like fill it up, so I guess I made it easier for myself in that sense. I managed to fit a TV upstairs. I did want to put that one downstairs because I had the like fireplace, but I did manage to fit one upstairs. I did change those mushroom stairs out. Yep. I do like the high school years ones, like the basket chairs or whatever those are called. And I do like them, but the colors didn't really work, but I just used them anyways. Third bedroom. It's actually funny, it's 2 bedroom, 3 bathroom house, which, wow, okay. But, you know, if I can fit 3 bathrooms, then I'll fit 3 bathrooms. But yeah, just this is the last room I'm decorating. This is the upstairs. It's like skill building, I guess, and I assume this is like one of their like jobs who lives there. Like, so there is like a lot of like planter boxes, like the new small ones. I just added the planter boxes. I didn't put any flowers in them. I'll just maybe fill them later, if I ever touch this house again. I just figured out this would be like hopefully have everything the same needs, except for like the crystal table. You still need the charging grid, so you can actually like charge your crystals, but you can make jewelry. It's a difficult world, actually. Anyways, that's done. And here is the finished build. So there are some swans, as you can see. They are floating, actually. Or are they? I don't know. They look like... Don't worry about it, whatever the case. This is the house. I do kind of like how it turned out. I do think that this looks like a little empty, but maybe it's fine. Just don't look at it this closely. And here's the upstairs. These are the chairs I was talking about. Like, you see how I would like this to be like the same purple as the mushroom, and then the pillow not be as like colorful. But maybe it is all fine. And then this is the top room. Top room. You know, the skill room. Don't know how to pronounce the word. This word. Don't worry about it. Anyways, that's everything for today. That feels so weird to say. Why did I say that? Anyways, you know, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I hope we'll see you next time. Whenever the next time shall be. And come to my streams. Same name as here. Durango. You know, everything. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, something.